Gonna tell you something, baby. I made you a long time ago.
Introduction. We are under economic attack. People everywhere are losing their jobs, their homes, everything they have worked for. We are fighting to maintain our security. We have the strength to win, but we are disorganized, demoralized. We need more knowledge. Friend of the Heart is a private network for economic education and personal upliftment. We can show you how to attain happiness, success, and prosperity, even in difficult times like this. We have the keys to happiness, success, and prosperity. These keys can be yours. Would you like to know how? Here's a hint. There is something very powerful within you. We call him the friend. Once you awaken his power, nothing can hold you back. We want to share the secret of awakening your inner power. But first, we want to know you. You must prove your integrity by following the instructions in this course. Being in the World. Being in the World is the first series of Friend of the Heart. Being in the World reveals the truth about who we are. You have to understand and accept this truth before you can become any more than who you wound up being, who you already are. Who you wound up being is a product of circumstances. We show you how to rise above circumstances, overcome the suppression of being in the world, and become your authentic self, a being of tremendous power and capability. You have been trained to be a slave to the world. Your life has no meaning apart from the social context in which you find yourself. To make any real progress in life, you will have to change that, but it won't be easy. You will have to learn a new language, a new way of looking at the world, a new set of attitudes and responses to the control mechanisms built into your life. Sadly, most people just don't have what it takes to change their being. They give up when things get tough. We will give you everything you need to overcome the power of the world and find your real self. The rest is up to you. Let us begin. Beginning the journey. Self-realization, or authentic being, is the highest aim of human life. The practice of integrity, or wholeness, is the means to attain this aim. These are the axiomatic truths that begin the epic adventure of Friend of the Heart. These axioms infer the obsolescence of all traditional approaches to attaining the aim of life. There is no need for religion, morality, philosophy, meditation, complex ritual practices, scientific or technical studies, or corporate hierarchies of any kind. In fact, there is no need for anything whatsoever, except what we were born with. The only requirements are willingness to look authentically at our being and unshakable determination to act on what we see with integrity. Nevertheless, while all human beings are qualified for this journey, fewer than 1 in 10,000 can complete it in the limited span of a single human life. There are many reasons for this, but in our experience, it boils down to convenience. Society in general is out of integrity. It acts mechanically, but concertedly to deviate us from our authentic being. Most of us simply are unable to bear the consequences of authentic being with integrity. Going against the tide of the entire human world is just too much for most people. It's more convenient to give up. So they quit. We didn't. That's the only thing different or special about us, but it has made all the difference. Friend of the Heart is the account of our journey to complete self-realization, told not as an autobiographical or allegorical tale, but as a guide for your own journey of life. We wish we had this wisdom when we were 13. It would have saved us an enormous amount of time and trouble. We would have been able to avoid so many mistakes and false trails. The path of self-realization, authenticity, and integrity is simple, but not easy. Good luck, and may you be one of the very few who makes it all the way. Stages of the path. Each stage of the ontological path of Friend of the Heart is a process meant to give you specific being and abilities. After each process is a test, a crucible experience. Pass the test, and you go on to the next process. Fail, and you must go back and repeat the process until you get it. Of course, it's more complicated than that. The stages of the path are fractal. Each one is composed of many smaller processes, each with its own exercises and tests. But the real point is that this path is not knowledge. It is an experience. If you try to treat it merely as information, you will fail the test. This is not school. This is life. Here's how it works. Watch the videos of the series in order. Each video contains text and commentary. We read the text and then discuss it. After each stage, there will be exercises and questions. Do the exercises exactly as instructed. Answer the questions to the best of your ability. Submit your answers according to the instructions. We will review them and get back to you. If you pass, you advance to the next stage of the journey. If not, you can try again as many times as you like. It's a lot like life, isn't it? Hints and tips. The format of the course is that we read along with the text on the slides. Studies show this format increases learning efficiency by more than 50%. This is a hard course. We use technical terms to explain things precisely so you can act upon them. Use a good dictionary to look them up, or you will get confused. If anything is still unclear, post a query in the video comments and we will respond. Your queries matter. They help us to improve the course. That's it. When you are ready, go on to the next video in the series.
Gonna tell you something, baby. I made you a long time ago. It's about you and me, baby. Just some things you ought to know. Hey, I want you to hear me. Open up your little mind. You think you're so cool, but are you really? What about the